Howdy there, welcome to the Mario Matter, episode 101, your favorite Nintendo podcast, the unofficial, official number one Nintendo podcast. I am your host, EmSwizzle, and we have a great show for you all today with special guest, Russ Vandy, who is also a Nintendo YouTuber. He does all kinds of cool things like order pizza from a Nintendo Switch, retrospectives, rankings, a lot of cool Nintendo content. Me and him go over Nintendo news in this episode, which includes new Switch Online games releasing, a brand new leaked Switch game. It's a lot of cool stuff. After that, me and Russ, as you might be able to tell from the title of the podcast, we went over Nintendo series that need to make a comeback. Very fun segment. Stay tuned for that. After that, me and Russ answer all the questions you have asked us. Guys, Russ is a very awesome dude. You will enjoy this episode if you enjoy laughs, having a good time. This is some episode. I don't want to delay what you want to hear. Bruce Buffer, read the intro for the number one Nintendo podcast, and let's get you listening to the show.
Welcome to the Mario Matter, the number one Nintendo podcast.
Russ, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Let's freaking go, guys. I've wanted to have Russ on for a while after seeing him order pizzas from Nintendo Switches. And honestly, you have some of the, I've already introduced you, but you have some of the best YouTube ideas in the game. Like, I can look around. You have some original stuff, and I like it.
Hey, thanks. That means a lot. From a fellow Nintendo creator, you got to get creative with these kind of stuff. I try to go for evergreen Nintendo content. That's what I'm going for.
That's the way. Because even me in like 6 years can go back and watch that video. It's all great stuff.
Exactly.
But to dive right into things, we have a bunch of Nintendo news, actually a bit more than usual, and we can go ahead and start. So for anyone new to this whole format, what I'll do is I will read the news at hand, so I'll talk for a full minute or two. Then me and Russ will openly discuss, that rhymes, Russ and discuss, but I will go ahead and begin. Our first piece of news is actually not straight up Nintendo news, but we do have this. A piece of news that everyone will love. A new Patrick Star game, yes, from SpongeBob, has leaked for the Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox, all that, okay? Now, first thoughts on this. This is like everything that we've ever wanted, right?
I mean, I've been always wanting a Patrick Star game. I love SpongeBob.
Dude, I haven't played many SpongeBob games, but this is just like, it just feels like what we've wanted. So this was leaked by a video game retailer called Iga Biba. Have you heard of this? I've never heard of this.
Hey, it sounds fun to me. I haven't heard of it, but now I have. Maybe that's where I'll go exclusively for all my Nintendo news.
They have a fun name.
Oh, retailer.
Yeah. And it was posted on Twitter, made public by @JoshNamesNotJoe1. I guess that's their username. That is some username. So this game right here, the cover art, which I'll throw on screen for our video listeners, audio listeners, it's a big close-up of Patrick's face, and it says, I actually can't, well, what does it say? It's called the Patrick Star game. And so it is an open world Patrick Star game made by Outright Games, who I'm not going to lie, Russ, kind of sucks.
Outright Games, a little rocky. It's a little rocky.
I played a game from Outright Games. It was a Grinch game that came out last year.
Oh,
it was all right.
Okay, I wanted to play I know about the Grinch game. It was $50 here in Canada, $50 Canadian. I wanted to get the Grinch game, but then it's just like, it's the Grinch game. I wanted to play every Christmas game on Nintendo Switch. That was the whole point of the video that I was going to do. But then there's literally, I mean, as you know, Advent Calendar.
Oh,
one of the worst. There's so many bad Christmas games.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it eventually, but it's just like, it was so bad. And what I've learned is that people don't really like hearing about horrible games.
Yep.
Who could have guessed? That's just something I've noticed. Maybe if it's really funny, then maybe if you can make it funny, but if you're talking all about bad games, Christmas, Grinch. The Grinch. Yeah, it looks bad.
Grinch.
Looks bad.
Well, here's the problem. This is made by Outright Games, and most of the SpongeBob stuff, I believe, is made by THQ Nordic.
Yes.
And they're decent, but Outright kind of scares me. So here's the description of the game. And by the way, I want to come back to that whole Christmas Outright Games and Advent calendar. 1 second.
Hey, we got to talk about it.
We got to. This has a description that was on the retail listing. I will read it for you. Patrick fans, your time has come, and Bikini Bottom is your open world playground. You can skydive with just a parasol or nothing at all, search for buried treasure in the dump, or release the rage in Mrs. Puff's rage room. Use almost any item you find, from the reef blower to a paint can, to make the world more Patrick, and take on challenges only Patrick would attempt. Set up by SpongeBob, Sandy Cheeks, Mr. Krabs, and more. So become the star of the show, put your silliest ideas into action, and enjoy the physics-based chaos that unfolds all around you. All right. Russ, first thoughts, you hear the whole description. The game, if I had to guess, would probably be like $40, no more than that. Well, $40 US, I guess 50 over there in Canada.
Heck yeah.
In that range. Based on everything that you've heard.
All right.
Are you sold on the game?
All right. First of all, I am sold on the game. Okay. But not because I think it's going to be a good game, but because it's a SpongeBob game.
Yep.
I love SpongeBob games. I recently played every SpongeBob game on Nintendo Switch for a video. So, I mean, as what normally happens is I make a video and then it instantly dates itself because like another SpongeBob game or like I did a video about every Wii Sport. And then the basketball came out for Nintendo Switch Sports. I'm like,
oh,
you kidding me? Oh, literally the next week. But yeah, I mean, I would buy every single SpongeBob game. And I think an open world Patrick game sounds fun. I think when I actually play it, especially if it's on Switch, an open world game on Switch made by Outright Games, that just sounds like no good. Nothing good can happen from that. But I mean, I'd buy it just to try it out. SpongeBob game.
So, the only ever SpongeBob game that I've played, I've not played every single one, but I played Battle for Bikini Bottom, I think. Rehydrated, that's what it's called.
Yep.
I've played that. I didn't hate it. I didn't really hate that one. I mean, I liked it more than I hated it, to be honest.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think it feels extremely dated. Especially if you play it recently. And like compared to Cosmic Shake, the newest SpongeBob game,
yeah,
it's pretty dated. Like it's charming.
Is Cosmic Shake new? Like a brand new?
Cosmic Shake came out in 2022. So
okay.
Or maybe the beginning of 2023, like the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023.
Okay,
it's fairly new and it's like completely ripped from Battle Above Bikini Bottom, but more modernized.
I need to play that.
It's actually not bad. It's pretty fun, actually.
It seems like it. So this game, it's a leak, but the leak is very real looking. I believe it to be real. And, we're recording this podcast on Friday. By the time this drops on Saturday, I don't think that it would be announced, but there's a somewhat of a possibility.
Honestly, you never know what happens with SpongeBob. SpongeBob stuff gets leaked I don't know if you heard about the recent SpongeBob. There's like a new SpongeBob movie that came out that's all about, it's like a Sandy spinoff, okay?
I didn't hear about this.
It got leaked 8 months ago, the entire movie. It was a Netflix original, it just came out this year. The whole entire movie got leaked. I don't know why I know so much about SpongeBob, but the whole movie got leaked. And then literally, I think yesterday, a whole entire Plankton spinoff got leaked.
Jeez.
I don't know what's going on. And now is a spinoff on Patrick, the game. Also, they did a show spinoff on Patrick a few years ago called The Patrick Star Show, which didn't have SpongeBob in it at all. And that show got canceled. So again, this isn't looking good. Open world outright games, Patrick spinoff on Nintendo. Yeah. I don't know about this.
It promises something good. Like just on that whole description, it sounds very fun. And by the way, I'm glad that I have a SpongeBob expert here because I didn't know none of that was all leaked and everything.
I will give you all your SpongeBob news. Just let me know if you need any.
Let's freaking go. But yeah, for me, I would probably buy the game just based on the promises. Now, if we see the trailer and it looks awful, then maybe not. But
I just think the idea of an open world SpongeBob game just sounds too good to be true, to be honest.
yeah, dude.
And I'm not a Patrick hater, but
It's confusing. We have to see some gameplay on it, but we can dive into our next piece of news because that one's not even confirmed, not even announced. This one right here, we got some big news on The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, the new Nintendo game that releases September 26th, 2024. We had a brand new overview trailer released. Russ, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. First day. Day one.
Of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and I watched it and made some bullet points on it. I will go ahead and read those out. If I missed anything major, you can feel free to pop in after I read this. But the whole main takeaway that I got from this 5-minute trailer was they showed a bunch of the locations that you can explore in the game, which look rather familiar. There's a whole lot of gameplay, a whole lot of dialogue shown, tons of characters shown, and Zelda in Zelda Echoes of Wisdom has waypoints, which will let you teleport. Zelda can ride a horse, and Zelda also has an ability in the game called Bind, which to me looked a whole lot like Ultra Hand. I won't dive into the whole trailer. If you want to watch it, you can. It was 5 minutes long, and it wasn't repetitive, but like here's a location that Zelda goes to, and then here's another one. I won't dive into every single tiny detail. If you want to watch it, you can. Russ, did I miss anything? What did you think of the trailer?
I thought it was. I thought it was great. It was a 5-minute trailer for a game that we haven't seen much of is fine by me. I'll take it.
Yep.
The one big thing that I noticed that they didn't really touch on was the performance. We saw a lot of I think it's like 60 frames per second, but it's also very choppy. That was like the biggest thing I was super not sure about when I was watching the trailer. That was the only thing.
Yep.
I don't know if it's 60 frames per second. It was like half of it was 30 frames per second, half of it was 60 frames per second, and it looked a little choppy. That was the only thing that is noteworthy for me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, I think these are great things to learn about a game we barely know of.
Yep. I didn't even notice like the whole choppiness. I guess, and I'm pretty critical on performance sometimes. Like Princess Peach Showtime, it was all right, but it wasn't top tier, of course.
Yeah.
Echoes of Wisdom. I feel like most 2D Zeldas, like isn't Link's Awakening HD? Isn't that 60 FPS? That's good, right?
I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
I have like this weird. Anyways, I haven't played Link's Awakening yet. I'm going to play it though before Echoes of Wisdom comes out. But I know that the performance is very choppy in that game as well, from what I've heard.
Really? Okay. Well, I've played like an hour, so I could be wrong, but I thought it was smooth. I guess I'm wrong. I didn't play much of it, so
I haven't played it at all. So I'm going to trust you more than my opinion.
But at the same time, I haven't played in like 5 years because it came out in 2019, so I could be totally just misremembering right here.
Yeah, I gotta play it. It's on like the top of my list.
But along with all of this Zelda Echoes of Wisdom news, Russ, I think I speak for both of us when I say we are physical game collectors, right?
Heck yeah. I got a full physical shelf behind me. plus Amiibo.
And Amiibo.
It doesn't get any better than this.
And so in the spirit of physical Switch games, we have actually 3 stores, 4 items that are being offered as Zelda Echoes of Wisdom pre-order bonuses. Now, unfortunately, Russ, you might know better than I, but I didn't find any for Canada. I found 2 for the US and 1 for the UK.
Okay, something you should know about Canadian pre-order bonuses. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't get them. Sometimes they're really cool, and then sometimes they're like a sticker sheet or something dumb. Like,
yeah,
like it is crazy. You are going in blind if you pre-order it. But that's why I go to GameStop for all my pre-orders. They usually, there's a pre-order bonus. The only place that's going to get them in Canada is GameStop. That's literally the only place you can get. Like Walmart doesn't have them. Best Buy used to have them, but doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I don't think it'll be any of these. Like, it's so weird. Okay, for the 1,000-Year Door, we had the best pre-order bonus, I think, out of anyone. I don't know if you saw it.
Was it the cover right?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
slipcover. It's amazing. Like and it was so good. But yeah, who knows what they're gonna give us this time? They could hand me a dog and I wouldn't be surprised. Like I don't even know.
Man, so in the US, GameStop and Best Buy have put their name in the hat for where you should pre-order from. GameStop is giving you a fabric poster which has Zelda on it. And Russ, what's that thing called? The little green blob. Dude, do we
an acrylic stand?
No, the thing on the poster, the green blob.
Oh, I don't even know if we know a name for that thing.
Oh, okay, well maybe it's brand new. And then
I know it's a new. I'm pretty sure it's a new character to the franchise. I don't remember what it's called if they did say it.
People, if we are wrong, people will call us fake Zelda fans, unfortunately. But yeah, whatever. And then Best Buy, as you said, has the acrylic stand, which they actually made one for Princess Peach Showtime that I actually have. So what it is it's as big as like your hand. Do you know that Game & Watch amiibo where like you can swap it out and it has like those flat pieces?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that. So it's a little standy and you put a little Peach. It's like one of those Game & Watch things. You put it in the stand and it just looks like a cool thing to look at, I guess. So it's nice. And then it's for the UK. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
They did the same thing for Sonic Superstars.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even see that.
I don't know if you have Sonic Superstars. We actually got it in Canada too. So yeah, we had this very similar thing. As for the Peach one, I didn't get a Peach acrylic stand. They gave me like a little booklet.
Oh,
like I said, Canada's wild. I'm telling you,
wild.
But yeah,
and then in the UK, I think that you have to pay extra, but you can get a key ring, which I guess is like a keychain. Do they call it key rings? Is there a difference? I don't know. And then there's also a wall scroll, which has the game's cover art on it. Out of all of these, Russ, I believe, unfortunately, not to rub it in, but you can't get access to any of these. Which one would you choose?
If I were to choose, probably the acrylic stand. That one is really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I like the one that Sonic did, and it's like that's a good one. That's one I'd put on my shelf.
Yeah.
I have just a drawer of old pre-order bonuses. It's like I'm never looking at these again. But acrylic stand, that's good.
Yep. Because that fabric poster, I feel like it's cool and it's fabric, but like, how many posters do you need? You know, like how many posters can we put on our wall over all the years?
Fabric too. I mean, like
it's nice.
What's the point of?
I don't mind it.
What I mean, I don't think I've ever hung a fabric poster.
Neither. Yeah.
What's better, a fabric or a paper poster?
I don't actually know. Probably paper. It's just more normal. I feel like fabric might throw you for a loop if you see it.
Yeah, you can't frame fabric or it'll like. I mean, maybe you could. What do I know? I've never framed fabric twice.
It'll be odd. The key ring and the wall scroll, while you do get 2 pre-order bonuses, it's like I don't really care for either, to be honest. I mean, keychain?
Yeah, keychains again is one of those things that you just kind of toss away when you're done with it.
Yeah.
Or you put it on your keychain and just on your keychain and then it breaks. It'd probably break. Every keychain I've ever got as a pre-order bonus, I put on my keychain and it breaks.
Yeah. Dude, they're not the highest quality sometimes, but we are team acrylic stand. That is it for the Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Acrylic stand gang.
Yeah.
And then, my friends, this news actually broke Thursday night or Thursday afternoon. I found out about it Thursday night. Nintendo is confirmed to be attending PAX West 2024. Now, PAX, as we may or may not know, is a gaming convention of sorts where big companies like Nintendo, like whoever else wants to go, what other game companies will go there, maybe show off a few new games, and that's pretty much it. Nintendo recently at PAX has only been showing off like game demos that are of games that are already released. So, for example, you are not playing Zelda Echoes of Wisdom early there. You're just playing whatever's already out. That could age poorly. Say, for example, if they have an Echoes of Wisdom demo, this whole thing could age poorly. But usually, they do nothing big there. They are confirmed to attend PAX West, which takes place on September 2nd. I was kind of jump scared by this news.
Oh, jump scared.
I read it as PAX East 2025. And the reason why that is a jump scare,
Yeah, tell me.
that's May of next year. That would mean Switch 2 is likely out or is coming out. So I was like, whoa, that's big news.
I mean, yeah, that's great. Hey, maybe you could play Switch. I mean, hopefully in 2025, we'll get the Switch 2. We could talk about the Switch 2 all day. I don't know if we want to get into this right now. I don't know if we want to get into this right now.
But do we think that they're going to do anything big here, Russ? Or are they just going to give you a little Princess Peach Showtime demo and call it a day?
I'm gonna guess they're gonna show off Princess Peach Showtime. That's a good one. I mean, I don't think they'll show anything new. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate anything crazy.
The only thing that makes me think that there could be something is that it's in September and that's when we get our directs, but that's really early September, so I don't see it happening. I don't see a direct being mingled in there. But that's the piece of news. I did want to bring it up because it could be something, but I mean, I don't think it'll be, I don't know.
If there's a direct in September and then they go and then they show old games, that's going to be tragic. That's tragic. That's so sad. I mean,
even at like the Nintendo Live event last year, they did it like in this time frame, like September 1st through 4th, and they had a direct like a week or two after. So they could still do that where they show old things. Then hey, 2 weeks later, here's brand new stuff. It's just weird, but that is going to be happening. If you want to go to PAX West, get your tickets now. I've never been to PAX. Have you? I mean, you're in Canada, which I believe you have to come to the US. Yeah.
Never been.
I've never been either. But I kind of want to go. You know, Russ and EmSwizzle link up. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, let's do it. Let's go.
No, hey, we're going to PAX West announced.
We'll vlog it.
We will vlog. Our next piece of news, my friends, happened last night as of recording, Thursday night. A new Pokemon Switch Online game has released. However, it's not the one that you want, unfortunately. It's freaking Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, which I'm not going to crap on, right? Like,
yeah.
So this is for Switch Online expansion pack members. So it's for the Game Boy Advance. You got to pay a little extra.
Yep.
If I'm not wrong, they remade this for Switch, right? Like in 2018, 19? This is the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX.
I don't know if it's a remake. I thought it was just a new game.
What is it?
Could be a remake.
Oh, is it new? Well, no. It says DX on it, I think. I think it says DX. Well, now I want to Google it.
You're probably right. Anyways, I played I don't think I'll be playing this one, if I'm being honest. I played the new one. I don't know what it is about this. I think it's the art style. I don't like the art style. It's a unique art style in the new one. But I just cannot. I just don't jive well with the gameplay. I find it so not. I mean, I don't want to say childish because
it's just very peppy.
It's like, oh, you're a Pokemon now. Like, all right, let's talk. I can speak Pokemon. I don't know.
So this is a remake. This is a remake of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue and Red. So yeah, this is one of the ones that it's remade. So you can buy the remake. However, this is on your Switch Online now.
Yeah.
I think I speak for everyone though when I say that we just want like Pokemon Red and Blue and Leaf Green and Fire Red.
Sure.
Like the main stuff.
Yeah. Give it to me.
Give it to us, please. But that's out there if you want to play it.
Have you played Mystery Dungeon? Like the new one, or are you gonna play this one? Or
I played the remake for a little bit. I got it kind of late. I got it, I think 2022, which I believe came out a few years before that.
Yeah,
I played it a little bit, not for more than like 2 hours though. It was fun. I just like at that time I was playing. It was 2022, so I was playing like Switch Sports and Splatoon 3. I just wasn't going back to.
There's so many more better games to play than Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yeah.
And not to like crap on it, but
yeah.
And the final piece of news. Not everyone is excited for it, but I like to talk about Splatoon 3, even if it's just quickly, because like this is the highlight of my weekend. I can tell you that.
Heck yeah.
The next Splatoon 3 Splatfest is this weekend as we post the podcast, August 9th to August 11th. The theme of the Splatfest, and by the way, Splatfests are just in-game events in Splatoon 3. If you do have it, if you don't have it, you should buy it. It's very, very fun. The theme of this Splatfest is which food here would you eat every single day? Bread, rice, or pasta. So you choose a team, and then you fight for your team. You go into turf wars, and whoever essentially does the best wins the entire Splatfest. Out of these options, which are we picking? Which team are we?
I mean, I feel like I'd be bread, right? No?
I don't know. It can get old after a while, though.
Well, I mean, there's so many types of bread. You got bagels. You got bread.
That's true.
Let's not forget about baguettes. What are other types of bread?
That's true. Is it churro bread?
A churro?
Is that bread? Am I stupid?
I mean, am
I dumb?
It's bread somewhere.
Okay. Okay. But I'm team pasta. I think pasta mixes things up the most.
I will say there probably are more pastas than bread, and you can also stylize pasta. And I'm a bread boy. I don't know. And my heart's bread.
I just would feel more excited to eat pasta every day than bread. But rice is also an option here. Are we saying no to rice?
Doesn't sound like we're a rice man. It doesn't.
I am kind of a rice man, but not to the extreme where I would pick it.
Oh. Would you say you're more of a rice man than a bread boy?
Rice man and bread boy.
I'm trying to come up with one with a pasta paisano. Okay.
I would say yes. I'm more of a rice man than a bread boy.
Okay, so bread's at the bottom of your list.
Yes. So I go pasta, rice, bread.
I'll see you in the Splatfest. We'll see who wins.
We will see, and we'll tell you next week. But that is all of our Nintendo news. But trust me, my friends, this is not the end of the spiciness of the podcast. We have a lot. Not a lot. We have another big segment to get into, and it's spicy. It's the title of the podcast. It's what you clicked on. And this is a open debate about which Nintendo series or series is that how you say it? Series, multiple series. Which Nintendo series needs a comeback bad? Me and Russ have both picked 3 Nintendo series that we think need a comeback, and we are talking about them right now. Let's go ahead and let's get into that segment. Which Nintendo series needs a comeback? The biggest topic of the entire year. Am I wrong? I'm probably wrong.
I feel like recently this specifically has been talked about a lot. Like just this week, before I even knew that this is what the podcast was called, I've been seeing this everywhere. Oh, we need new this and that. So I mean, I think it's quite fitting. We're going with the times.
For sure. So me and Russ have both picked out 3 Nintendo series each that we think need a comeback. We did pick more than that just in case one of us says one thing that the other person had. So for example, if I say Tomodachi Life and Russ had that, he has other ones to fall back on. So then he also does not have to say Tomodachi Life and we say the exact same thing. So 3 each, very simple. Russ, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. What is your first Nintendo series that should come back? You say it, and then we'll openly talk about it. Do I agree? Do I disagree?
Right.
Who knows? Later.
All right. This is going to be crazy. My first one.
Okay.
You're never going to believe this.
Oh, boy.
Tomodachi Life.
Oh, man. Who would have guessed?
Come on now. Tomodachi Life. It's crazy. Lay it on me. What do you think?
Tomodachi, I think, is the one that everyone wants to come back the most. I think if the entire Nintendo community could pick one game, I think it's Tomodachi, right?
Probably. I mean, I know I would. You played it on the 3DS, I'm assuming.
Yes.
This is like one of the most sought after 3DS games, especially after the 3DS closed down, right?
It's just like, and for those who might not know, Tomodachi Life is a game where you put all of your Miis in this fantasy world and they're all doing things. And your Mii's could be like your brother, your sibling, the guy from school that you hate. Who knows who it could be? And you put them all in this world, and they all do funky things. It was just a charming game.
Yeah.
The only, I don't know. It's hard to see them bringing the game back if they haven't already, kind of thing. I feel like, it was 2014 since the last one, and I feel like they've kind of gone away from Mii games. The last Mii game that we got was Miitopia, if that's right, like a Mii focused game.
Heck yeah.
And Mii's have just been kind of going downhill. Here's what I fear, and I want to get your take here. This is, I don't even want to put this on the podcast.
Uh-oh.
If Tomodachi Life came out and it had, instead of Mii's, it had like the Switch sports characters, would you still be into it?
I would. I mean, I would. I'll buy anything Nintendo gives me. But, I mean, it definitely won't have the same charm. Like, I think Tomodachi Life was so good because, yeah, you could add anyone you wanted into it. But I don't think that's what made the game. Like, I don't think Mii's specifically made the game. I think the game was just a good game. Like, even if it wasn't Mii's and it was just a regular character customizer or whatever, I feel like that'd probably be fine. Like, there would be outrage for a little while, but if the game's good, then the game's good.
Mm-hmm.
Do want Mii's, though. Don't get me wrong. I do want Mii's. I just don't. I think Nintendo's moving on from Mii's, unfortunately.
They are. I mean, even you can just see, like, on the Wii, there's a Mii channel. Then on the Switch, there's a...
You gotta go in the settings. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta dive deep into the Switch for the Mii's.
But I don't know why they would even do that, because I feel like Mii's are what makes Nintendo so recognizable. I feel like, oh, that's a Mii, that's from Nintendo. That's like putting a Mario game, like making a Mario shovelware game. It makes no sense. Like, yeah, let's put our our biggest icon just hidden. It's dumb. It's dumb.
I don't know why they haven't just fleshed it out a little bit more. Like, just give us more customizations for the Mii's. Keep it up to date. Like the Mii Maker in Miitopia. I don't know if you've played Miitopia or whatever.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's wild. It's wild. And if they just made that a standard, then why wouldn't we want more Mii games? Even if they added sports mates and you could customize the sports mates, it'd probably be fine. But Tomodachi Life in general, like I was saying, a lot of people really want it back. I want to go, so I'm trying to do a video on Tomodachi Life, but I don't want to erase my island, so I was going to go try to find another cartridge.
Yep.
I found one, and it was $95 for just the cartridge.
Oh.
Can you even believe that? What even is this? And this game sold like 10 million units. This is one of the 3DS's best sellers, and I can't just go buy it for $95 Canadian, so whatever.
Yep.
$75 American, but still, it's insane just for the cartridge.
I will say this: please do not tell me that you bought it.
No.
Okay.
No, I have it, thankfully, but now I don't know what to do. Do I reset my island for this?
But here's why: because do you have a modded 3DS?
Okay.
You can back up your data and then restore it.
My life. Okay. I have never got into modding any Nintendo console except for a Wii back in the day. But I didn't even do that. My brother did that. And I don't know, I've always just liked doing stuff vanilla. I always like having, the physical cartridge. And look, I'll literally show you right now. I got my 3DS. I got the USB-C in it. I got a capture card put in my 3DS. I don't know, so that I can play the original games. I don't like to emulate and mod and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I know that's pretty easy. I might get to that point eventually. Yeah, so maybe one day.
I understand that, because when I was like first modding stuff, I kind of also was like, man, I kind of miss when it was just normal. It was all vanilla. It was good. But now I'm like on the dark side. The only console that I have not modded is the DS. I've done 3DS, but not DS because there's no reason.
Yeah.
And then the Switch because it's still active.
Yeah.
So that's the first game. Tomodachi Life needs to make a return. At this point, it'll probably be on Switch too. So Tomodachi Life was also my first answer. It was also my first answer. But
let's go. They're gonna bring it back.
This is why we put more than just 3 series. So my next one here. The series that I think needs to make a return, And it doesn't have to be called this. Heck, shouldn't be called this. But they made 2 games in the series, then just stopped. And that game is Wii Party. Now, it wouldn't be called Wii Party. It'd be called Switch Party, whatever. But that series, Party Phil and all the Miis, that needs to come back. Come on.
I mean, I was a Wii Partier back in the day as well. I mean, Wii Party, it's good. They're good games. But also and I don't want to, I'm just going to be honest. I don't know if they would do a Wii Party ever again, simply because Mario Party exists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So why would they put the resources into another party game when they can just put it all into a franchise that would realistically do a lot better, especially if Miis are dying, like we just said.
Yeah.
I hate to burst anyone's bubble, but I can't see it coming back. I want to,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it would.
Yeah, it was even weird. Like on the Wii, they had Mario Party 8 and 9, and it still dropped a Wii Party. Now, my favorite out of the 2, like it was so weird. My favorite out of the 2 was, there's Wii Party, then there's Wii Party U on the Wii U. I actually liked the Wii Party U better.
I don't remember much about Wii Party U. I know I had it because I think it came with the remote.
Yep.
And I was like, this came with the remote. I gotta buy it.
Gotta buy it.
It was like a free Wii remote. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Free Wii remote. So I know I did play them. I can't say I like one more than the other.
It was mostly the same. However, it used the gamepad so much. And I think that's what I loved about it. Like, you could do things in certain games, and one person would secretly use the gamepad to like do certain things. It was fun in that way. I just think this needs to make a comeback. Because honestly, something like Nintendo Land, I don't think will ever come back, even though people want that. I think Switch Party or Wii Party, I think that actually has a decent shot. No, it doesn't. Mario Party.
You think that Wii Party would come back before like a Nintendo Land?
That, yes, because Nintendo Land, I feel like it's not as easy. No, I'm not saying that it's better than Nintendo Land, but I feel like, to me, at least just to me, Switch Party with all the Miis is a bit of an easier concept to grab than Nintendo Land. It's just easier to get. And I'm not saying that Wii Party is better.
Right.
I actually would prefer Nintendo Land over Wii Party. But I think it's just like, see, that's tough, because if you bring Wii Party, you have Mario Party. I don't know.
Mario Party.
It's tough.
I think anyone who got a Wii U, anyone who got the deluxe set of the Wii U has Nintendo Land. So everyone, it's kind of already known that Nintendo Land is a franchise, and it is loved by almost everyone. I don't see as many people talking about Wii Party. I think Nintendo Land's coming back much before Wii Party again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't work for Nintendo.
But even still, like, bro, they made everybody want to switch. You can drop a freaking $30 Wii Party, Switch Party on the eShop and just digital only, even physical, whatever. Like, just give me that, please. But that's what I would want to come back.
That was their Wii Party. That's what they tried. They put that into their Wii Party slot. And also, while we're talking about everybody want to switch, do you have that game? Did you like it?
I have it, and I hate it.
See, I have it, and I didn't actually mind it. I'm crazy.
Oof.
I'm actually insane. Like, who is this guy? But you have to have if you have more than 10, 15 people, then it's pretty enjoyable. But you got to know everyone. You can't be like, you can't find 90 people on the street and say, yeah, you can't just say, come and play, everybody want to switch with me. First of all, you probably get arrested or something. But like, if you have family that you really want to play with, it actually is pretty fun. I didn't think it was going to be as fun as it was, but I think it might get overhated, but also at the same time, maybe I'm just too much of a Nintendo fanboy too. The first one I didn't really like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway. That's weird because I like the first one.
What's going on here? I don't know.
The first one,
it wasn't bad. It just died really fast.
Yeah, it was charming, but it was not worth $60. That's what I disagree with. It was not worth 60, but it was like a little charm. It was 60 over here in the US, at least.
I don't think it was 60. I think it was 50 US.
Or was it 50? Sorry, I might be wrong, but 50, 60, whatever it was, it shouldn't be that much.
Yeah,
whatever it was. Yeah.
I mean, how could you price that the same as Breath of the Wild? I don't. I don't think it was a full price game.
Even in that range, whatever it was in that range,
And
it just
if
should
it's
not
not
be in
free,
that
I
range.
don't want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
The next series, your turn. Give me your second series that needs to come back.
Punch Out.
Punch Out. Oh, snap. I had that one too. We're the same person.
Punch Out. Crazy game. Such a good game.
Mm-hmm. Which one's your favorite?
The Wii one's my favorite.
Same.
Yeah. It's I never used I played it for a while when I was a kid. It went on Nintendo Selects, and then I eventually got it when it was on Nintendo Selects for like $20. And yeah, I just played that a ton. And I used the motion controls for a bit, and I was losing constantly. And then eventually I learned that you could do button controls, and then boom. I don't know if you made it to the Sandman. Like, have you beat that game?
I beat it the first time around, did not beat the second time.
Yeah, they do, like, they're the same but harder. I don't think I beat the second one either. Sandman, that's crazy. But there was like you got to hit him at the right spot.
So crazy enough, I'm actually the exact same story as you. So, dude, this is so the exact same. I bought Punch Out Wii, $20. I believe it was the Selects version.
Yep.
I can't make this up. I can't make it up.
I believe you.
Also had the whole motion control thing going. But then I was like, this is like, there has to be a better way to do this. So I then also learned that there could be, you hold it horizontal and you press 1 and 2 and all that.
Oh yeah.
And that was better. And honestly, I had heard of Punch Out because Little Mac was in Smash, but I had never played the older Punch Outs before I bought Punch Out Wii. And this was like everything that I wanted in a Wii game. Like, it was great. It was awesome. I think Punch Out needs to come back because I don't even think it sold that bad on the Wii. Was it like 3 million, I think? I mean, I'm not sure if you know that, like,
I don't know
sales, but like,
I'm usually pretty good with sales, but I don't know Punch Out actually. I mean,
it's
I don't know Punch Out, but I mean, they added him into Smash, so it must have done pretty well. I would assume.
Even just like a Wii remaster, $40, put it out there, like Punch Out Wii remastered. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I would want that. And honestly, all of these series that we have here could be big possibilities like next year. Because next year, I don't think that they're going to stop making Switch 1 games even when Switch 2 drops.
Okay.
So I feel like that'll be when we get all the remasters. Like, even when the 3DS died, you still had Luigi's Mansion remake.
Oh,
you had Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Like, things like that. I feel like all of these are still possible,
The fact that they were releasing games 2 years after the Switch came out on the DS was, if they're going to do that again for the Switch, I know it. And I think that the Switch does have a longer lifespan. Like, to be honest, it's powerful enough that it'll probably be still around in another 5 years. And then I hope it dies. But yeah, I mean, with over 120 million units sold, I mean, if you can get a game on there, get a game on there. You know what I mean?
To the moon.
Yeah.
My next series here that I want to come back, and this might come as a shocker to you. Probably not a shocker to dedicated Mario Matter listeners, but, and I mean, maybe you are one. I'm not sure, Russ. I know Russ has seen the program.
I am a dedicated listener.
Well, my next series that I think needs to come back is Chibi Robo.
Well, the team that made Chibi Robo is making a new game. Did you hear about that?
I saw this.
That's like
the only thing.
It's like a Chibi Robo ripoff, but it doesn't even have Chibi Robo in it. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that I worry about is, aren't they? So they're on Kickstarter, right?
I think so. I think this new project is, yeah.
I just feel like have you ever seen? I mean, yes, you have, I'm sure, but like, how many Kickstarter games do you see that like actually come out in a reasonable amount of time?
Oh, I've only done one. I've only joined one Kickstarter for a game, and the game's still not out.
See, like,
it's supposed to come out like last year. Yeah.
They might come out eventually, but like they never drop in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
Which is just like, I just lose hope already. And it's fine, do what you have to do, get on Kickstarter. I just lose faith.
Yeah.
It looked all right, but I'm talking like, make me a freaking Chibi Robo, some new open world $30 Chibi Robo game, lasts you like 6 hours. That's what I want.
Have you played Ziplash?
I have played Ziplash, and
Okay.
contrary to most people's beliefs, I didn't think it was as bad as it's said to be.
I think it's a lot more hated, especially after one video on the internet completely roasted it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Scott the Waz, his video flamed that video. Flame that
Dang
game.
you, Scott.
I think a lot of people just hate that without even playing it. So it's like notorious for, I mean, by no means. Like, it's not a great game. But I don't think it's horrible. Right? The amiibo's cool. The amiibo's cool. Got that. Even just for the amiibo, it's worth it. But yeah, I think if they do bring back Chibi Robo, first of all, I think that Chibi Robo, they stopped making Chibi Robo because the 3DS game did so bad.
Yes.
I think that's probably why they just gave up hope on the whole franchise. But guarantee you put a game on Switch, every game on Switch just does really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the recent sales on Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yes.
Like, it sold more than the 1,000-year door.
That's crazy. Dude, put it on Switch. Yeah, like, I mean, it's got to be somewhere near 1 million. Because, I mean, dude, he's cute, dude. Like, Chibi Robo sells. Come on.
Yeah, he sells. I'd buy him.
So, we need a new Chibi Robo game. But the next series, final series on your list, Russ, let us know.
Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven. See, okay, so here's the thing. I see a lot of people talk about Rhythm Heaven. I've never ever played Rhythm Heaven.
Okay.
Sell me on it. Like, it's right, unfortunate, but sell me on it.
Let me sell you on it. So Rhythm Heaven is like this. Rhythm Heaven is a game where you just tap one or two buttons in time of it's in a rhythm. It's like you're clicking on the beat, or it just gets faster, and there's wacky things that happen. You got to pay attention to literally specific rhythms in a level. And there's like 100 levels on the Wii one. They came out with one on the 3DS, but it was like a Japanese only game. Anyways, it's a good game. If you're a musical boy like me, I'm a musical boy. I'd consider myself a musical lad even. And it's just a fun time. The music's good. The art style is really cool. It's like cartoony and yeah. Hey, you got a modded 3DS? Get that on there. Get that on there.
Should. But there's a Wii one, right? See, I would just be playing that probably.
The Wii one's good. The Wii one's my favorite. I don't even know if I played the 3DS one, so I don't know what I'm saying. Do I really want this back? I think it was a Japanese exclusive. 3DS was a Japanese exclusive, and then it eventually came to North America, and then I was on the Switch roll or something. I don't know. I just didn't play it. Well,
thank God I have a modded Wii as well.
Let's go.
No, I'm kidding.
Let's go.
How much is it on the Wii? Do we know?
How much is the Rhythm Heaven?
Yeah.
No clue.
Well, hopefully it's not too bad. Maybe I'll pick it up. But Rhythm Heaven, I never played, but I can assume it is a rhythm game. I'm sure I would like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Now, my last series, is one that we talked about, but not like in a duplicate sense. Like, you didn't have this as one of your series. This is a game that we just like went on a tangent about.
Oh snap.
My final series, the last series that I think needs to make a comeback, but you have to let me explain. You have to let me explain this one, okay?
Yeah.
Please don't leave the podcast when you hear this. 1-2 Switch.
No way. No.
Okay.
No way.
So here's what I'm thinking, okay? So here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. You might not want to call it 1-2 Switch. You might want to call it 3-4 Switch crazy time, fun, awesome sauce.
No.
You might want to do any of that.
No.
You bring this back on Switch too. You do it right. You make the game free. You make it fun. You make it interactive. You put Mii's in there. All of this, same thing as 1-2 Switch in spirit. I think you have a hit.
Okay, hold on a second. The 1-2 Switch series, everyone hates it. It is notorious. Everybody 1-2 Switch had to do horrible. It got like a massive price cut like the month after it came out, at least here. But no way, they're not doing that. Okay, but although I will say the freeness of it Yeah, well, they just need a good demo. Whatever the Switch 2 gimmick is,
Yeah.
if it's free, then sign me up. Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah, let's do
gimmick demo. And it wouldn't be called 3-4 Switch or 5-6 Switch. It would be called whatever the heck, but it would be 1-2 Switch just in spirit. It would be there in like this is 1-2 Switch, but just better.
If they call it 1-2 Switch though, it's gonna flop.
That's bad. That's bad.
It would be horrible.
That's terrible. I would like to see like pretty much what the game is, just free and better. Again.
Yeah, like an Astrobot situation.
Something like that. Perfect.
Do you have a PS5?
I don't. But I had a PS4 and
You have a PS5?
no, but I have an Xbox Series.
Okay, so you're an Xbox man.
I am
An Xbox guy.
Just because I'm not sure Xbox is better, PS5 better. I'm not sure which is better or anything.
Yeah,
but I've been an Xbox boy ever since like age 6, so I've just been sticking to it.
No shame. I have I have both,
Okay,
but yeah, I don't know. I like PlayStation more. But what they did with Astrobot's Playroom, wild. It's crazy how much they put, and it was free. It's the craziest thing. It was free. It was like a perfect tech demo for the PS5. And they're about to do a whole brand new game based on that tech demo. And I'm about to drop $80 on it, $60 on it.
that's crazy. And sometimes though, like tech demos become the best thing. Like Astro's Playroom got you excited for this new Astro game. Wii Sports is everyone's favorite game. Like
heck yeah.
Sometimes these become
Nintendo
the best
Land.
things. I think
Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land.
Come on
all
now.
Of these things. These all become good things. So hopefully we can see 3-4 Switch free on the Switch 2. But those are our series that we think need to come back in a big way, in a large way.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't bring up like F-Zero or Kid Icarus.
I thought about F-Zero.
Yeah.
But it's like it already kind of has with F-Zero 99. And, no, because it's a free, not real F-Zero game. But like, I don't think it'll come back more than what it is now. Like, I don't
agree.
see a brand new
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
I don't think we're ever seeing a F-Zero, especially now with how big Mario Kart is. Why would they put their resources into another kart racer that's not Mario Kart? Like,
and then Kid Icarus, I've never played it.
Okay, I haven't played Kid Icarus either, but I really hope they put Kid Icarus Uprising. I bought Kid Icarus Uprising before the eShop closed. I just haven't played it yet, but I hope that they bring Kid Icarus Uprising to the Switch. Like, just not even like a complete remaster, or a complete remake. Just just like they did with
HD.
Luigi's Mansion HD, Kid Icarus HD.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy it.
I would buy it as well because like I'm not opposed to playing any kind of Kid Icarus. I just haven't really ever sat down and said, "Hey, let's play Kid Icarus Uprising." I'm not against it, but yeah, I would buy that. Anything. Nintendo, please bring back your old series. And to anybody who thinks that none of that's even possible, bro, the fact that they even made a freaking F-Zero game in 2023 just should give everyone hope about all of these.
Hope. There's hope. And it was free.
Free as well, yes. But, my friends, hopefully that all happens. But now it is time to get to everyone's favorite segment. Do you know which segment that is, Russ?
Answering questions.
It is time to answer your questions you have asked us. That is correct. You have all asked us questions, and we are here to answer them right now. Let's go ahead and let's get over there. Friends, lads, lasses, people of all the land, you have made it to the Answering Your Question segment, your favorite segment. As Russ said, over this past week, every single Wednesday, I make a community post on my main YouTube channel. People ask why I do it there. It's just like where, you get the most questions on there. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I took your questions from there, and we're answering them today. And to dive into things, first question comes from Aiden, and they ask, if everyone in Smash were to actually fight, who would win? I'm going to start with you.
Well, okay, so technically, I think Kirby could win. He eats him up first, right?
That's true.
Now, technically, I think Kirby would win. But if you want to get extremely technical, probably Palutena, right?
I wouldn't know why.
Again, I don't know all of the lore. I don't know all of the lore, but I know someone said that before, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Goddess, right? That makes sense.
Mhm.
That's all. That's my answer. Kirby, though. Kirby is my actual answer.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby. It's so difficult because there's so many different characters with different things. I would probably just go Donkey Kong. I mean, who's beating that guy?
Donkey Kong? No. Yo, Mario beat Donkey Kong. Mario's
true.
been proven to beat Donkey Kong several times.
Well, then maybe and here's why my logic is backwards, because I was going to say Bowser, but I was like, when have you ever seen Bowser win something? So I guess I say Mario.
Yeah, I guess technically, whoever's the good guy will win.
Yeah, because when have you seen a good guy lose? You've never seen Mario lose apart from when you die.
He's got to be good.
You know, Mario is my answer. We go Mario.
Sure.
Justy Burns asks, what is your favorite color of Toad? We have red, yellow, blue.
They got red, yellow, blue. I've seen purple. I've seen
purple. Green. Oh, yes, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those are the two I was missing. Purple, green. There's no orange Toad, is there?
There has been a Toad, an orange Toad.
Oh.
I think in Super Mario Sluggers, you can be like any color you want.
Oh, okay. So any color goes. Which one do you pick?
Really, your favorite color? What's your favorite color is what this question is.
Well, no, it's actually not.
No, that's not what this is. No, that's not what it is. My favorite color is red, but I don't think red Toad's my favorite.
Nostalgia factors in too.
Honestly, I'm going yellow Toad.
I'm agreeing with you because yellow Toad was my go-to in Mario Bros. Wii back in the day.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, if I couldn't get
Toad.
Mario, the second best is yellow Toad. Same with the Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
Oh man, you better believe it.
Yellow Toad to the moon. Mobile Masters.
We're the yellow Toad crew.
Mobile Masters asks, what is the best new Super Mario Bros. Game?
Go ahead.
Oh, me? Okay. I will go with New Super Mario Bros. 2.
I was also going to say New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Whoa.
Which is like an unpopular opinion. Like
unpopular for sure.
I think that's like one of the worst New Super Mario Bros. Games, I think, from a lot of people.
I feel like the public's opinion is Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Bros. DS, Mario Bros. 2, then Mario Bros. U. I think that's like the most publicly respected list. We're just different.
Yeah. I think, I just have good times with Super Mario Bros. 2.
Same.
I got it for my birthday one year, and it was crazy. I beat it all in one day. That was like, I was just so excited for it on my birthday. It was just such a good time. But I have a lot of old experiences with Super Mario Bros. Wii. I play with my twin brother, and every time we played, we'd get super angry at each other because I don't know if you remember Super Mario Bros. Wii, but you could like throw people off the side of a cliff and whatever. They took that out in Super Mario Wonder, thankfully, because I played that with him as well. But yeah, I remember it was like super frustrating. It was a good game, and I remember having fun with it, but it was kind of frustrating that way. New Super Mario Bros. U, pretty boring. I really did. My next in line is New Super Mario Bros. DS. But yeah, I'd say I have the most fun with Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, we have the freaking unpopular opinions going over here. This is
we're
great.
Crazy.
Next question comes from Hamza. What is your favorite Nintendo franchise and why? But for me, I cannot say Animal Crossing. He says, Max, you can't say Animal Crossing. What is it, Russ?
What's wrong with Animal Crossing?
It's my favorite, but I can't say that because everyone knows that.
Yeah. My favorite Nintendo franchise, like my favorite game franchise, is probably Smash Bros. But technically, that just is a game with a bunch of franchises in it.
Yeah.
So not including Smash Bros, probably Kirby.
Oh, Kirby.
I love Kirby.
Kirby.
Fantastic.
I
can't mess with Kirby.
I hope that I don't get flamed here, but like, listen, I just beat Kirby Star Allies. After, a very long time of that being out. It just, some of the 2D Kirbys are kind of getting like repetitive to me. Will I get roasted for that?
I get that. No. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion about games. Kirby Star Allies, though, I mean, that definitely wasn't fantastic. Like, it's definitely not my favorite Kirby game. Like, not even on the top 5. It was an okay game. It was really short, and super easy, and I didn't love the whatever. I like Return to Dreamland, but my favorite is Forgotten Land.
Yeah, same. That's my favorite. Yep.
That's a fantastic game.
What is my favorite Nintendo franchise? If I can't say Animal Crossing, then I either go Mario or Splatoon.
Splatoon's great.
And I would lean towards Mario, because without Mario, I would have never gotten into anything Nintendo. So I probably say just the Mario franchise, the Mario Odysseys, the Mario Wonders, all that kind of stuff. I would say that.
Yeah.
Respect. I Like Trains asks, can you rank these 4 frozen treats? Gelato? Is it sorbet? Is that right? Sorbet?
My wife says that it's sorbet.
Okay.
Sorbet,
ice cream, and frozen yogurt.
I would have read it sorbet.
But
it's sorbet.
Sorbet, gelato, sorbet, ice cream, frozen yogurt. Can we rank these, Russ? 1 to 4, 1 being best. Give me your ranking.
All right. Number 1, favorite, ice cream.
Valid.
Right? I think that's, yeah. Number 2, we got frozen yogurt, because it's practically the same thing as ice cream.
Yes.
I think. Gelato is number 3, because again, it's pretty similar to ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And then sorbet or sorbet. I would say I don't like it because it's like it's all fruit, and then when it melts, it's like really watery and it's not creamy. It's too fruity. I don't know.
Fruity indeed. Okay, so here's my ranking. So yours is valid.
Thank you.
I go 1 ice cream, because it's just like the most simple. Like, hey, we're going to an ice cream shop. It's just simple.
Everyone likes ice cream.
Come on now. Frozen yogurt is 2, just because there's a frozen yogurt. I almost said Frogan. Frozen yogurt.
Yo, what is up with these names?
There's a frozen
sorbet
yogurt
and Frogan
place. There's a frozen yogurt place near me that does it like really well. But like, to me, it's just ice cream. Like, it just tastes like ice cream, you know? I'm going to have 2 number 3s, gelato and sorbet. I've never had either, I don't think. Gelato, maybe. So I guess that would be 3. I feel like I've had gelato at some point, but I don't remember it. So I go gelato 3, sorbet 4. I've never had sorbet.
Hey, I wouldn't blame you, because I don't think it's that good.
I don't think it's very popular. I've never even heard of it before this question.
Like, I would, if I was offered sorbet for the only thing that's frozen, I probably would say, nah, I'm okay. Like, I just don't really like sorbet.
It's a bit of an oddball in the mix. Epic Mario asks, what do you think is the most overrated Nintendo console? That's tough.
You're going to hate me for this.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah, you're going to hate me for this, because I know your favorite console is the Wii U.
Oh, God.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Yeah, I think the Wii U is a little overrated. But okay, I grew up with the Wii U. I love the Wii U. Don't get me wrong, okay? But I think recently, there's just been like, I think everyone's super nostalgic about the Wii U. Mm-hmm. and it's like, I just look back, like literally look at the back at the Wii U. Tell me what amazing games that are on it that aren't on the Switch, right?
We Party U. Nintendo Land.
We Party U, Nintendo Land, and then the Mario and the Sonic games, which are actually not that bad. Literally played them yesterday. And then, see, I don't know. You got WarioWare, but my point is, yes, the Wii was great. It had a lot of really good games, and I love it. But I think looking back on it now, it's just, I just think it's a little overrated, especially when we have a Switch. But I do love it. Don't mishear what I'm saying.
See, that's the problem that I'm going to have here too. Because my answer, everyone's going to be like, Max, how could you? I hate you. Unsubscribing, 1-star rating, all this crap. So my answer is the Wii.
Oh.
And here's why. So Wii is, I think, my second or third favorite console of all time. Nothing against it, but here's my thing with nowadays people looking back at the Wii. We look at it like it was this perfect, amazing console, the greatest of all time, Wii Sports, greatest game to ever exist. Let's not act like there were not problems with the Wii when it was out. I feel like nowadays it's looked at as this 10 out of 10, nothing wrong with that console. Like, there were problems. And yes, it was amazing, but like, I think nowadays it's just looked at too fondly than it actually was maybe back then. It's great, but we're getting a little too nostalgic for it.
I think the Wii and the Wii U were both in this like super corporate, there's like this corporate hold on Nintendo. Like, everything was kind of watered down.
I think it's the opposite.
You think that? Okay, no. You look at the GameCube. We got like the 1,000-Year Door, super personality. Like, it was a lot more marketable, I'd say, the Wii and the Wii U. Like, both of them were like in a pretty dry area of Nintendo. Like, you know, Mario was on T-shirts and just a basic guy with no expression in his face, running in a 2D platformer. Everything was just super marketable and kind of dry. There was no like experimentation like in the GameCube era. Like, there was a lot. Like, 1,000-Year Door was a perfect example, and they're bringing it back now with the Switch. Clearly, they're giving us what we want.
Sorry, what I had meant to say was, I think like it kind of came out wrong. What I meant to say is like the Switch now is just corporate to the moon. I feel like
Oh, okay, wait. All of Switch, the Switch is corporate. Like,
yes,
it is way more corporate. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the trailers.
Yes,
like it is going for grown-ups. It is for grown-ups, even from the beginning with like the opening first reveal of the trailer. I will say, the marketing strategy and everything is much more corporate and less aimed at children, which is good. But I think the games overall, especially in the last half of the Switch's life, have just been like, like, I'm trying not to say like too much. I feel like I'm saying like a lot. They've been just a lot more. The 1,000-Year Door is a perfect example. The fact that they brought it back from just like all these dead characters, I don't know. They're giving us what we want now. Mm-hmm. A lot less corporate.
So I was going to say, remember when during the Wii U, when they did that Iwata or Iwata, people always correct me, Iwata and Reggie like Smash Bros commercial or like trailer or whatever.
That was fantastic.
Bring that back.
They would
please.
never do that these days.
No.
Yeah, they'd never do that these days. Yeah, that was amazing. I loved that commercial so much.
That's what I want back.
But also, you look back at the Wii U trailers. There was like a trailer with kids saying to their parents, "These are 5 reasons why I want the Wii U."
Yeah.
Oh, for Christmas. It was so like, who's falling for this?
I don't know.
Who's buying a Wii U because of this? No one.
It's not phenomenal, but
we really went off there.
Yeah. Our next question comes from Camden, who asks, "Do you think toads like water slides?" This was a funky one that I wanted to pick from the questions. Yes or no?
I mean, yeah.
Who hates water slides, you know?
You have to not like water to not like water slides.
Exactly. You gotta hate water. I could see like, I would see like Pikmin not liking water slides.
I mean, blue Pikmin would like water slides.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Blue Pikmin, no one else though. There you go. Blue Pikmin like water slides. I would say yes. I think toads would enjoy. Let's Go Gaming asks, if Nintendo released an actual VR system in the middle of the Switch 2's life cycle, would you get it?
I mean, I think we'd both get it, right?
I think that we would.
We would have to get it. We have the YouTube stamp. We have the YouTuber stamp, the Nintendo YouTuber.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got to get of course we'd get the VR headset. I probably still would if it wasn't any more than $300. It depends.
Yeah.
If we got another Labo situation.
Oh my God.
Because they did VR with Labo.
Yeah. Did you have that?
My brother got it.
Okay.
My brother got it. I I put no money down, but my brother went in for it, and I played it, and it was nothing special.
Yeah, but like even I can see in your camera you have the Nintendo World Championships cartridge. Like we buy everything that they put out. Like so I think we would buy the VR set. I think it was just like I think every Nintendo YouTuber would want it, buy it, make content on it. You know, it's It's all.
I spent 50 hours in Nintendo VR.
I spent 50 hours in Nintendo VR.
Wait, that's a perfect video idea.
Perfect.
Don't take it.
Whoever executes it first will go to the moon.
Oh my goodness, that's actually a really good video idea.
But the only thing is, like, I wouldn't jump on that because like 5 people are going to do that. Like, I spent 50 hours in Switch VR. Like,
I spent 50 hours in Nintendo Labo. Or in Nintendo VR.
Has that been done?
Yo, I don't think it's been done.
Well, now I kind of want to do it.
Well, not if I beat you to it.
Oh boy, you can do it.
This will be our collab.
Oh, yeah, collaboration. I was getting discouraged, so I called on Russ to give me some collab.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question, another funky question from user VT4IP. For anybody who has these usernames on YouTube, just go ahead and change it to like
change it.
Just change it to something fun, please. I'm not reading your entire VT4IP7V. I'm not reading your entire thing. What's your favorite breakfast? Funky question, bit of a lighthearted one.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I always like to start with you.
Hey, I can answer it first.
Go ahead. Sure, let's do it.
Okay. All right. As we learned before, when we talked about Splatfest, I'm a bread boy.
Bread boy.
I'd say probably my favorite breakfast is like probably a bagel, just a bagel with cream cheese.
It's pretty good.
Or maybe like a breakfast wrap. But yeah, regardless, it has bread in it. So
I'm a little more complex. So I went to this place and they gave me a stack of pancakes. I think it was like 2 or 3. And they put bacon inside of the pancakes.
Oh.
That's my favorite breakfast of all time. No, I mean, no, it was not pretty good. Yeah. It was like a rainbow was going in my mouth. Like it was insane.
Oh, yeah.
That's not every day, not even close to it. I've had it one time in my life, but that would be my entire favorite breakfast. My favorite breakfast, I mean, every single day I eat the same thing for breakfast. I just down a protein shake and that like fills me up. Like I'm fine. Like that's my breakfast. Yeah. Like it's just simple. So I just get that done.
Love it.
Expect the Ghost asks, do you think there will be more Mario vs. Donkey Kong remakes, remasters, or brand new ones to come in the future?
Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I've done a lot of research on this franchise. I don't think there will be any more remakes because in order for there to be a remake for another Donkey Kong game, you need touchscreen. Because they have like the mini Marios, and you need to have the bottom screen for the DS or the 3DS or the Wii U gamepad to actually use any of them. So unless the Switch 2 has a dual screen, which I know is another unpopular opinion, I hope it doesn't. I don't think we'll get any of those remasters. At least, yeah, I don't think it would be possible. As for new games, depending on how well Mario vs. Donkey Kong sold, I don't actually know how well it did sell. But maybe they'll just make a brand new one. But they didn't sell it for a full price game, so I think they're willing to give it another shot if it's really good.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I would say yes. I think that there could be more. I think it sold over 1 million at $50. But like they could remaster them because you would just reinvent it. Like they brought over Miitopia from the 3DS, and like that was with. I mean, it wasn't very touchscreen heavy, but like it was part of it.
Yeah,
Luigi's Mansion. Like they've brought DS and 3DS to bigger screens. I think that they could do it. It would just need some reinventing.
They could do it, but it would be a lot. Like literally the entire game is like precise controls on the bottom screen. So
yeah, that's true.
I don't think any more remakes or remasters, but potentially Nintendo doesn't like to leave unless it's one of the ones that we talked about earlier, doesn't love to leave a a Mario series dormant for that long.
Final question from Spielor. A bit of a specific one. Have you ever played Cuphead or Fallout or both? My answer is no for both.
Okay, so I've tried to play Cuphead a few times. I played it once with my brother. I didn't even beat it with my brother. I tried to play with my wife. And then the closest I got was recently last year with one of my friends. It is a hard game. I haven't beat the DLC. Fallout? No, I haven't played any Fallout games. But I know that the show is reigniting a lot of hype for people. Maybe eventually. Except for the free mobile game. I did play the free mobile Fallout once and twice maybe. Yeah.
My answer is no for both. I just never got into either one, you know? I've just always been occupied with any other game that's out. Like, I mean, I don't play Fortnite anymore, but like back in the day, like 2018 time, it was like all Fortnite. Ooh. Then after that, it turned into Animal Crossing. Then after that, it turned into like Splatoon. Like I'm just always playing something. Like I'm not really, I definitely venture off into new games, but not Cuphead or Fallout, to be honest.
Yeah, especially older games like that are a little more niche. It's kind of hard to get into, especially when there's so many games to play. Yeah. And Fortnite. Have you played Fortnite recently?
Not recently. I've not played Fortnite since like 2020.
You gotta jump on because they've changed so. It was only last year when I got Fortnite. I don't know. Fortnite. It's a wild game. It's my guilty pleasure game. And I did a video on Nintendo Switch for Fortnite, and it did pretty well. Oh. And that. So I mean. I have a soft spot for Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against it. I just like overplayed it back in like I was on Fortnite like no one else back in like 2018 during that whole
checking
summer.
The item shop.
All of that, dude. Like no, not even checking the item shop. I was playing with friends back then, and we would like count down like 10, 9, 8, 7 until the item shop changed. Like we were on that much.
That's crazy.
We were on that much. We would count it down just to not buy anything, and then let's just go back to playing whatever we were doing.
You got to check it out. You got to check it out today. Not today, but like check it out.
Yeah,
just play around. You will. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I can say. The first time I played it was last year. It's crazy.
I'll eventually have to go back to Fortnite. I'll see. But that is it. With all of our questions, and that is it for the Mario Matter episode number 101. Russ, you are the 101st. Not 101st guest, but
yeah. Well, thanks for having me on for the first triple digit episode, first triple digit collab.
Russ, where can the people find you online? Do you have any cool projects to plug that you're working on? Anything cool?
Hey, you can find me online at Russ Vandy, and I try to do weekly long form videos and shorts whenever I get around to it.
Awesome sauce. Awesome. Any upcoming secrets you can share, or are we keeping things a little private? All good either way.
I always got long form videos on the road. Right now I'm working on a Mario and Sonic video.
Oh, I'm going to watch that. I love Mario and Sonic. I'm going to be there day one. I will be there.
Yes.
My friends.
Yes.
That is it. Like the video, check out Russ, subscribe if you haven't, and leave the show 5 stars. We would very much appreciate it. Have an amazing rest of your time, and go check out Russ right now. I'll see you all next Saturday, and goodbye to you all.